Hello everybody and welcome back to my ZAWA series from Vintage Beef's Omega Minecraft network. My name is Tinokin and as you can see I have been quite busy terraforming the area around the river, and this hill behind me is kind of like one of the boundaries of our city. So it's more meant to be kind of like a background place, which means that maybe I have spent way too much time on it, but I love it a lot. Yeah, I've grown lots of trees. I covered everything with overgrown stone instead of dirt. And I planted lots of plants on the ground and even some flowers. And now it looks really, really beautiful. So if we look at the journey map, we can see kind of like this here, this entire part now has trees, and it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of like the border of our city. So this tunnel here looks like it's pretty deep, pretty endless, but actually, if we turn on night vision, we can see that I just used the black concrete trick to make it seem like it goes on. And yeah, we have this this broken road over the river. And back here, yeah, we get into the rest of our city. We have the supermarket to the left, the old town in front. On the right is the road that goes up to the observatory. And there was still this empty space here. And for now, I've covered it kind of with like a sandy, gravelly ground. And I don't know yet if I'm going to put something here, and if so, what. But so this means that basically if we stand in this part of the city, everything we can see is something that I have built. So, I mean, here's kind of an empty place still where the harbor is going. But yeah, I am pretty proud of that, I have to say. There are a few little things that I still need to add for like the complete view here. Like up there, we're still missing some houses in front of the church. And over here, it's still pretty empty. But yeah, wow, we are making some progress here. I love it. But talking of this empty space over here, this is actually what we are going to be working on in this episode. So 2 weeks ago, I was streaming a Blockalypse over on Twitch. Go follow me over there if you haven't yet. And so a Blockalypse is a new game mode that Beef invented and had some people work on for him. That is a zombie survival game where you play on a map that has been made by some very talented people, which is a giant city. So of course that offers a lot of inspiration to me, but what I saw there 2 weeks ago during my stream was I encountered a construction site, and that really got me thinking, and I thought, well, I really want to have a construction site in my city as well. So shortly before whatever happened here happened, there was still construction going on. And so over time, the construction site has, of course, in part started overgrowing, but you can still see some of the ruins of the buildings that are only half built, and there's construction equipment all around. And so that's what I want to do in this episode. So I have laid out a pretty big area, and what you can see here are the outlines of the buildings that are supposed to be built here. But of course, not all of them are going to be there. I think like maybe 1 or 2 are already going to be like the raw builds. Others are going to be just like a big hole, basically, where the basement is going to go. And others are not going to be there yet, and maybe there's going to be a few like containers and digging machines and all that kind of stuff there. So we have quite a big amount of space to fill. And I have to be honest, besides doing the layout of the foundations, I haven't done a lot of planning at all. So I have to kind of wing it this time and just see where it takes us. Okay, so this took me way longer than I'd like to admit, but I have done a lot of work on the construction side. Basically, I have covered the entire ground in this dirt, grass, and other stuff texture. And I've also added a few other details, so let's take a closer look at them. So where I live, construction sites are usually surrounded by this yellow wooden wall. So, and I think the yellow bamboo fence does quite a good job of looking similar to that. Then we have a hole here, so that's where they already started digging out the basement of one of the houses. And there's going to be an excavator sitting here that I need to build later. Over here, we have one of the basements of the houses that is already pretty much done. And we can see the rebar sticking out from the concrete where they wanted to continue building everything. Over here is a small part where the wall has crumbled and the dirt has started coming in from the side. Over here we have a fully excavated but only partially built basement, because I kind of wanted all of the buildings to be in different stages of completion. Over here we have an empty space where construction has not yet begun, and that is, I think, where a lot of the construction equipment is going to stand. And I've created some outlines for shipping containers that are being used as there's probably like a break room in there with a coffee kitchen and stuff like that. And then over here we have 2 empty spots where I want to build some maybe almost fully constructed or halfway constructed houses. So I think this house here is going to be almost done. And what that means is I'm going to use this as kind of the viewing platform of the rest of the area. So the idea is that people can walk inside here and go maybe up to the roof and look down at the entire construction site from this place. And one of the nice side effects of that is that you also have a very nice view of the observatory from over here. First, though, I want to start with the shipping containers, and I brought an assortment of differently colored concrete and also the red rock, which I like to use for parts that are rusty, and we're going to have a lot of that on the containers. So I think I'm going to start with a yellow one over here. And I'm going to need to do some texturing, but as always, I prefer just building the thing first and then adding the texturing later, just because I feel like it takes less time to do it this way. So I don't think it really counts as texturing if I just make an entire corner of the container orange to show that the paint has flaked off and it has started rusting underneath. So I think 5 blocks is a good height for the container. Then we need to have a door somewhere, and of course there's going to be like a different floor in there eventually. I think the roof probably needs to be made out of the same material, because shipping containers are usually like painted in the same color all the way around. And then I think it would be really fun to have some kind of logo on there. I think the orange would make a good color for that. Let's put just something like this shape, maybe. I think I have to wait until the next morning to properly see the colors and see if this looks good. Okay, so I've changed the logo into a T just so that it looks like something, and I also changed the position of the rusty parts a little bit and added some yellow terracotta to make it look more dirty and grimy. And I think for now I'm quite happy with it. I may add some more texturing with maybe some other materials, but for now I think this is quite good. So let's continue with the next container. I have 2 more colors. I have cyan and I have light blue. So let's make this one light blue and the other one cyan. All right, there we go. So we have a light blue container. It's all nice and rusty in the corners. And if you go inside this one, it also has a hole in the roof. Then we have this teal one, and then we have another yellow one, and this one has fallen down, so I guess it was propped up here some time ago, but that support has collapsed, and now the container has fallen to the ground and has gone splat a little bit on this corner. And I can tell you, so doing the diagonal door, that one was quite tricky. I think it looks fine now. It's not the best looking door, but I think it works. So I think this entire construction site area is coming together, and the next thing I want to tackle are these half-built buildings on this side, and I think this is the perfect time for us to jump into a time lapse while I build these. So I've got the first building done and I want to take you on a quick tour inside. So I really don't want to turn on night vision here because I like how dark and gloomy it is. I will make sure that on the video it doesn't show up too dark. But yeah, what I really like are like we have these water pools here and we have water dropping from the ceiling in some places. The only unfortunate thing is because the ceiling is half slabs. That means that, yeah, we have this lower half slab here to put the water in above. But I don't think that it's such a bad thing. And we have the green carpets. I'm not 100% sure about those, but I do think they kind of look like moss, and that's something that I really like. Okay, so we have 2 apartments on each floor to the left and to the right, but I want to go upstairs a bit more. So here on this side, we can see where the building has crumbled a bit, and we can see the floor above us, and we can look below. We have 1 balcony in each apartment, and yeah, we can kind of step onto the scaffolding too if we want to, and we can enjoy the nice view from up here, but it's going to be even better from the top of the building. So over here in the other apartment, we can see that there is a hole in the roof, but we need to go up the stairs once more to be able to get there, and from here over the rubble we are able to access the roof so that we can look down from there. And yeah, we have a nice view of the sunset from here and a really good view of most of the construction site, and if we want to, we can climb on the scaffolding here too, walk around here, and also have a look over there where there's 1 building still missing. So you can see that I've used the overgrown stone here, and it does look a bit weird and flat if you just look at it like this, but as soon as I add some grass on there, I think it starts looking really, really great. So I'm going to cover most of those things that are everywhere all over this building with grass eventually, because I think that's when it starts looking like really, really cool, and like, yeah, like things have really started growing here on the concrete. Now, if we take a look down here at our construction site, everything that the light touches is going to be the kingdom of a pack of lions that I want to install here. Yeah, so that's why I made it so big, because I want the lions really to have a lot of space. And that's why also when I did the texturing of the ground, I went for something that's looking a bit more arid and less lush than the rest of my jungle. Yeah, I think that would be really cool, having a pack of lions roaming here. It's also going to be quite dangerous. I need to make really sure that there's no place where they can get out. So right now the fence is only too high, and I'll have to check if that is actually enough to keep them out, or in rather. Otherwise, yeah, I will need to reassess how I'm going to do that. So this is also the first of my buildings that I also really like looking at in the rain, because it really fits the gloomy and creepy vibe. And one more thing that I wanted to show you is, so when I started adding the scaffolding, I was a bit unhappy with how even it looked, also because there's just 1 variant of trapdoor that I'm using. So there's nothing that's looking a bit rusty or rugged. But what I started doing was wonkifying this a little bit. So here you can see that those are not quite on the same level. And I think that really, really helps with making this look a bit aged and a bit like it's starting to be a bit unstable, to be honest. So yeah, and yeah, with the rain, I think this looks really, really cool. So I'm now standing in a desert because I want to go hunting for some lions. And I really, really want to try to not use my jetpack and do it the proper way. But as you can see, I'm also not wearing any armor, so I may need to engage the jetpack in order to flee if the lions really start attacking me. I do have this tranquilizer gun in my hand, though, and I'm holding it in a really weird way for some reason. But if we can make good use of that, then I think we should be able to catch some lions without getting hurt. Oh, and look who's there. I already found one, and luckily it didn't see me yet. So let's try and... All right, so did we manage to tranquilize it? Hello? I'm not seeing any particles. Oh, maybe I have particles turned off actually, which is a bad idea because it means that I can't properly see if I've tranked the animals. But anyway, it doesn't seem to be attacking me. And we've got it. And now that I think of it, I should probably have named it. So let me just get it out again. Ooh, you're making scary noises, lady. I think you are a lady. Let's just have a quick look. A Maasai African lion, a female. That's nice. Okay, come back inside here. Perfect. All right, but it seems like she was alone, so let's have a look if we can find some more. There's a kangaroo, but I'm not really interested in that. Hello, Mr. Kangaroo. I do love how they look, though. The models are amazing. Okay, look back there. Oh, there's 5 lions there. 6 lions. Okay, that's a bit dangerous because I need to tranquilize them all before they start attacking me and then get them in cages before the tranquilization wears off. So let's see. I hope I can trank them without the other ones aggroing on me. So far it's looking good. I missed one. All right, I think I've tranked them all, but I don't know how long it holds, so I definitely want to get that male here. Let's give him a name. Oh, he has beautiful golden eyes. Oh, I am quite worried about all of this. So let's get you in here. Come on. Yes. Very good. The other ones seem to be all females. That's fine. But I hope I can find some more males as well. I mean, I don't need to have as many males as I have females, but... Oh no. Alright, okay, so I am almost dead. Just from that guy, got let's... I'm killing my lions, that's not good. So who's in there now? Is there someone in there? I don't think so. And I'm dead. Alright, that's not good. Let's try this again. Okay, luckily where I died is not so far from where I have one of my homes. But I am sure those lions are now guarding my stuff. Yes. Okay, can I get them? Yeah, just please, guys. Yeah, follow me. Follow me. Don't run into the cactus. No, please don't. Uh-oh, there's so many cactus here. I don't want to kill you guys. I just want you to get away from my stuff for just a second. It seems like those guys are still tranked, so that's good. Okay, I do have my tranquilizer gun again. So let's just give all of these guys an extra hit. I am so sorry. I hope this doesn't hurt your health too much. What's your health like? No, it's still at 32. Oh, yours is at 22. Oh, that's not good. Actually, so have I named you? I have named you, and you I have not named. I shouldn't be standing so close to you. I do have... Let me just throw a health potion at you in the hopes that you will feel better now. Yes, that's a lot better. So now come in here, please. Come. Yes. So now can I get you in a cage as well? And then I'll be happy from now and look for another pack with maybe less lions at once and also a few more males. Nice. Okay, so I have 4 lions now. There's one of those back there. I mean, my my niece would totally be happy that it was like a pack of female lions that got me, that hunted me down and killed me, because she has been explaining to me that it's the female lions who do the hunting usually. So yeah, there you go. Okay, I have combed the desert, but without success. But I just spotted another male lion here in the savannah. So let's try and get him. Oh no, did I hit the butterfly? Okay, let's get you in the cage. Come on. Oh man, you're cute. Scary, but cute. Come on. Get in. Yes. I do think we have enough room to have like a really, like a bigger pack of lions. Not just 3 or 4, but maybe a few more. Okay, there's another female back there. And I see another male. Let's get the male first. Oh, oh, he just spotted me. I just got a bit of a fright here. I really hope the female doesn't get me while I take care of this one. Need to be careful. Wonderful. So let's have a look at that female. Oh, there's 2. Okay. So we need to be very careful again. And they are hiding behind the grass so that I can't really get them with the tranq gun. Let's try from over here. Let's load it up first. Okay, I've got one of them. Where did the other one go? Back there. Ah, perfect. I'm getting better at this. All right, get in here. And the last one, and I think then we have a good amount of line for our new line enclosure, if we want to call it that, for our construction site. Well, everyone, I think this has got to be it for this episode. This huge build that we're doing here is definitely a 2-episode kind of build. But I am really sorry that it took me so long to get this episode out. I had a lot of stuff going on in real life, and so I've had to put YouTube on the back burner for a little while, but now I am mostly back, I think, and I really think that I'm going to get the next episode out a lot sooner, especially since I already know what I'm going to do here. So my plans for the next episode are I think I might build the other building in between episodes, and then we are going to do a lot of decorating here. We need to build some construction vehicles. We need to add tons of greenery, of course. And you may have noticed that I didn't do one thing that I usually try to do, which is first build some trees next to a building that I'm going to build. But let's see if I'm going to regret that in the next episode or not. But I do think that this part is going to have a little less trees than some of the others. As I said, this is going to be more arid than lush. And I want the lions to be able to roam around under the blue sky. One thing that I'm not sure of yet, so we're going to have to release the lions next time, and I'm really wondering how well that's going to go with the lions being completely wild, because imagine you're a visitor of my city standing up here in one of the containers watching them. All the lions are going to completely aggro on you and just stand there below you in a big pile, and I don't think that's going to be very, very nice to look at, and also it's going to be quite scary. So we might have to tame those lions, and taming animals is something that I haven't done before. And I'm really wondering how well that's going to go, especially with the space being so large. Are we going to be able, like, if we are taming the lions, we need to provide for them too. So are we going to be able to distribute like food and water and enrichment as well across this construction site in a way that the lions can get to it all the time, or are they just going to get stuck in a corner and starve to death? We wouldn't want that, right? So if you have any kind of experience with large exhibits like this and tamed animals, let me know in the comments. I would really like to hear from you. But until then, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for staying with me. Thanks for watching, as always. I really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like. That always makes me very happy. So I'm going to see you in the next episode. Until next time, bye-bye.